Hello, soul family. I love you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Today, I'm just going to speak on the fact that we as humanity are controlled more than anything by fear. The controlling elite, the people who are ruling the world from behind the scenes, are most definitely able to move us emotionally and to control us simply with just fear. Think about this entire COVID situation. They literally put out a bunch of facts that were later disproven, and they even changed their story many times since. And what happened? The entire world allowed them to shut it down, literally, and that was all due to fear. Now, let me ask you, if you weren't consumed by the mainstream media and constantly sitting and watching the news and allowing them to scare you to death, would you have even feared it, or would you have went about your life like normally? Um, they even say when you have a kid, if you sit there and allow them to be um, always with bacterial, anti-disinfectant stuff all over them, and you never allowing them to get any germs on them, then they literally never even build up any immunity to it. So, also, think about this. If you're in a state of fear and anxiety releases cortisol in the blood. Cortisol lowers your ATP levels, which is adrenal triphosphate, which is what actually helps the cells transfer energy from cell to cell. When you have a raised level of cortisol within your blood, it causes inflammation all throughout the body. It definitely highly affects your immune system. it it causes stress. It is the stress hormone. Um, but it actually has a physical manifestation, a physical effect on the body. Um, so when you allow yourself to be in fear and anxiety, you're literally making it so much easier for you to get sick. And just this CVID situation, that's definitely just barely the tip of the iceberg. What about all the videos of that they show of police killing unarmed melanated beings? Or what about the fact that they just try to make you think with all these newscasts and stuff that the entire world is completely in chaos and all hope is lost, things are falling apart? What about this? Right now, we're going through the election energy portals where the rituals are going on, and yes, it is a ritual where you are participating and giving your consent to be basically under the rule of whoever you're voting for. How do they get you to vote for a lesser of two evil? They make you afraid. So the people who are like voting for Biden are gonna make you super afraid of Trump. The people who are for Trump are gonna try to make you extremely afraid of Biden. You're gonna hear every name under the book and every type of thing for them to get you scared, because when you're scared, you act out of a sympathetic um, nervous reaction. So you're acting out of fight and flight. You're not acting in a parasympathetic sympathetic nature of rest and digest. You're literally getting all worked up and worried about what's going to happen in the world, and they fear you into coming and agreeing to this whole uh, political mess. What about uh, gay and transgender people who they have stigmatized and made people think that they're a bunch of deviant pedophiles or something, and that if you allow someone who is transgender to use a separate bathroom, that your kids are going to get molested or something? They are putting these thoughts within your mind. They are the ones making you fear your fellow human. And although there are people in the world within every aspect of life that, do bad things or whatever, they stigmatize everyone and make you believe that every single person that connects with that belief system, that religion, that form of sexuality, that gender expression, they make you basically fear everybody. And they've got the world into a state of where you're literally fearing your own neighbor. And it's driving a wedge between each and every one of us. So I'm going to try to make this video short, but I just basically wanted to say you're all being controlled by fear. Each and every one of you. If you watch the news, if you're watching the TV and keeping up with mainstream media, you're allowing them, you are consenting to them to basically rule you by fear. We need to come into a state of love unconditionally, and we need to quit paying attention to this whole Babylonian matrix system, because there definitely is a matrix that overlays the natural matrix. The natural matrix is nature. The connections you have between beings and animals and plants, the divine nature of all of this. And then you have this false grid matrix, which is made up of all right angles and squares, and they put you in electromagnetic boxes that have tons of frequencies filtering through them, whether it be your Wi-Fi, your cell phone signal, television signals. I mean, there's so many frequencies in the air, and we're basically trapped within these square boxes, living separate from nature. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Don't allow yourself to be controlled by fear. If you're living in fear, you're destroying your health, you're destroying your spirit, your mind, your emotions, all the above. So make sure that you are tapping into that self-love that brings out unconditional love, and that fear will just drop off. I love you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Peace.